Hi, welcome to my channel, Inner Goddess Guidance. My name is Lara, and I am a twin flame divine feminine, and I have stepped into mission, and my particular area is to help bring people some practical strategies for how to navigate this journey towards self-mastery and union. So what I've done is I draw upon my experience as a teacher for 26 years and as a personal coach for the past two, and I try to merge that with what I see are the issues that arise in especially for the divine feminine on this path. And just give you some tips and tricks that will help you get in touch with your inner guidance system, because I believe that every person's journey is unique. And having been now on this path since about October during my awakening, I realized the bigger context of my healing journey over the past 2 years, and in fact experiences I've had my whole life. So I'm hoping that I have some things that are just going to make it easier for you to get in touch with your path, your inner goddess, your mission, your way, to help you find your way. So think of it as sort of like tools that you can take and put in your backpack so that when you're on your journey, you can navigate more successfully. If you have tips and tricks and tools, I really would encourage you to include that information, especially if it's related to the video that I've uploaded to the topic. Please comment. You know, we are a community, and while there are people who might have some experiences and some tools that are helpful, others have different tools that are helpful and different experiences that can assist other people. So I believe that we are all teachers of each other. And the more we communicate, the more we network, the better we are. And the more we all can achieve, can achieve greatness, really. Okay, so today I want to talk about memory for a minute. And I want to tell you some things that I've learned about the brain and memory. So first of all, most of us have negative memories, past experiences, and sometimes we hold on to those stories and those experiences because they're traumatic and they're hurtful, and we're trying to process through or heal them. Our brain gets stuck on a memory sometimes, and as it does that, we can sort of reinforce the negative parts of that memory. See, your brain doesn't itself, the neural pathways don't differentiate between good and bad. A thought is a thought, and they're all equal to your brain. So when you are thinking a thought, you're creating neural pathways. The more you think the same thought or tell the same story, the more those neural pathways wire together and get into a habit, if you will, that can even become subconscious. So memories are a very, very powerful part of obviously our experience in the world. And some memories that are negative can actually keep us from growing in the now, in our present life, because we have trauma associated with them. And they can keep us, those negative memories can keep us from moving on successfully. So I want to talk about what happens when we hold on to negative memories. When we are in that state, our entire body goes back to re-experience that moment in time. So your brain is experiencing a thought, but your physical body will respond to that thought. The same chemicals that were released into your system during the original event are recreated, and your body might respond in the same way. That's what PTSD is. right? We're triggered with a thought, and our body goes into a physical response. And then the next time we're having an experience that even evokes a little bit of that experience, right? Like, let's say you were traumatized as a kid when you got on stage, and that event was so traumatizing for you that this was one of the most the memories that you played back and back and back because it was so horrible for you. And then the thought of standing up today on a stage, for example, will bring back that whole rush of feelings. Even though you're no longer a child, you're no longer in the same event, you're experiencing in the now those negative impacts in your body. Okay, like a panic attack. So the converse is true as well. That is, when you recall a happy event in your life and you can savor that event, you will be reinforcing the positive thoughts and re-experiencing the positive experience at the time. Your body will flood with the positive chemicals, and your heart rate will slow down, or you'll smile, for example, as you remember that memory. And this is both something that I learned in my studies of neurocoaching, and it is also something that came out last year in a beautiful meditation that I'm going to share with you in just a minute. So I want to do something with you right now to show you what that's like. And first, I want to tell you what we're going to do, and then you can experience it on your own. So if you are, let's say, in a position where you're feeling triggered, you're feeling panic, you're feeling something negative, you can actually, in the moment, by recalling a positive thought, change your body's chemistry and your neural pathways in that moment. This is becoming a master of your own thoughts. It's actually in the moment saying, wait a minute, I'm having a thought that's triggering this emotional response right now. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to choose a different thought. And so when I first experienced this, I thought, what is a happy event from my life? When I feel nervous, what's my go-to event? And I had this memory as I closed my eyes and was sort of reviewing my life for a positive memory. And I remembered being I think I was about 6 or 7 years old. And my grandparents had bought one of these campers that has a sleeping area right above the cabin of the truck. And it juts out over the top of the truck, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. And we were on a camping trip. My mom was single at the time. I was young. We were on a camping trip with them, and for whatever reason, I was lucky enough to get to climb up into that spot and sleep. And I thought that was just the most exciting thing, that I got to sleep up there. And when I was searching for a positive memory, for whatever reason, that memory came back. Because I remembered the glee in my body that I could barely go to sleep because I was so excited and just thrilled about being up there. I thought it was the coolest thing, and my whole body was just, I was a little kid, yay, I'm here, kind of like, I don't know, waiting for Christmas or something like that. And so I use this memory often when I start to trigger into something negative. So in that moment of like, I'm starting to remember a bad memory, and I'm thinking about it too much. I'm stuck on that thought. I think about it like being a stuck record. Well, for those of you who remember records, let me explain. If they got scratched, the needle would skip back over the same thing over and over again. And that's kind of what happens to some of us when we have a negative experience. or something happens that triggers a negative memory, we can get stuck in it, perseverate in that negative memory. So what I started to practice doing was, in that moment, stopping myself and saying, wait, I'm going to choose to go back to when I was 7, and I'm going to relive that moment in my grandparents' camper. And it really works. In a very short time, just the same way that you can re-experience a trauma, you can re-experience joy. So I want you to try that. You can even pause the video right now, or in your journal, you could brainstorm what comes to mind when you think of really joyful moments. Another one for me was when I first got to hold my son. We have a lot of beautiful memories, but our brain oftentimes holds on to the negative memories. We're designed to hold those memories, in part because that's a survival mechanism. We don't want to experience those things again. And so we try to keep those in our memory so that we can avoid that pain at all costs, right? We don't want to repeat the pain. But this becomes really a very difficult stumbling block for us as we become adults. So I want you to think about a beautiful memory right now, or brainstorm several beautiful memories. Yeah, so take some time to do that. You might close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and just take a minute to find a really happy event. And then once your brain settles on a happy event, I want you to recreate it in as much detail as possible. So go back into that moment. Picture the things around you. Remember the feeling in your body. And just savor that. Okay, now open your eyes. I'm confident that if you were able to visualize that and find a memory, that you felt the shift immediately in your energy. You might have even started out feeling really good, but I bet right now you feel even better. You may have smiled. You may have laughed, because memories are powerful. And so just the same way that you can get lost and remembering something that's bad, cry again and feel the pain again, you can totally choose the opposite. And there is freedom in that, okay? Because you're becoming a master of your own mind. Now, I want to share one other thing with you today, and that is a beautiful meditation that uses, at the beginning of the meditation, uses some of these happy thoughts, and in a very healing way. It's a very special meditation to me because it was introduced to me by my beloved, and before I knew anything about twin flames. So I knew nothing about twin flames, and guess what this meditation is called? It's called Twin Hearts. That's right. It's called Twin Hearts. And it's one of the most beautiful meditations I have ever done. And it was created by Master Choa Sui, who founded pranic healing and a kind of yoga called, I think it's called Arhatic yoga. Arhatic yoga. And if you want to look him up online or look up pranic healing, I'm actually going to put some links in the description box or in the comments box to a few videos that explain Twin Hearts meditation, and link you to Pranic Healing web page. I actually have an email out to them to figure out the legalities of me having a monthly live meditation available on YouTube. The Pranic Healing Center does usually live streams of this meditation on the full moon, because it's a very, very powerful time. And so if you want to do that through them, all you need to do is go to their website and sign up, and they will start sending you information. It doesn't cost anything. They'll send you information about when those streaming events occur. And then sometimes if there's a tragic event in the world, they will also stream a live meditation during that time as well. So let me tell you about Twin Hearts and why it's called Twin Hearts, from what I've studied, and then what it's about and where you can experience it if you want your own copy of it. So Twin Hearts doesn't refer to two different people and two different hearts. What it refers to is the heart chakra, which is the way that I've heard it explained anyway, is our love for other human beings, our love for ourselves, our love of the human experience. Let's call it that. Our heart chakra, and our crown chakra, which is spiritual love, our connection to the divine, which of course the love of the universe, the bigger picture. And so this meditation actually uses focused energy from both of those chakras primarily, and that's why it's called Twin Hearts. It is about a 20-minute meditation, 20 to 30-minute meditation. It is really particularly beautiful, because as you're doing the meditation and he guides you through it, really lovely, you eventually are holding your hands in front of you, and you can just feel the energy coming out of your hands. At least I can very easily. And you visualize the whole earth in front of you, and you are actually sending this loving, healing light that's coming down through your crown chakra out your heart, and you're beaming it onto the earth. And as you're doing that, you are healing, you're sending healing energy to the entire planet. You're sending it to the environment, to people who are suffering, for people who are feeling sadness. And it's so in that way, it is so aligned with the twin flame journey, in that our greater mission, of course, is to level up, to ascend, to evolve here in the 3D, so that we can help bring that kind of healing love to the whole planet. And that's why I think Twin Hearts is a particularly beautiful meditation. And it has gotten, it's been studied and shown all the wonderful benefits of doing it. And just firsthand, I can tell you that starting your day with Twin Hearts, I can't think of a more beautiful way to start your day. It's sort of both good for you, and it's also in service of divine love for the planet. It's absolutely beautiful. So Twin Hearts meditation. So those are my 2 tips for the day. Tip number 1, find your happy memories. Find them. Visualize them, particularly when you find yourself perseverating or beginning to sort of go back and over a negative memory. Remember that you can control your thoughts. This is about self-mastery. So you're going to say, no, I'm going to choose now, instead of continuing to perseverate on that memory, I'm going to refocus on a beautiful memory. And just close your eyes, Breathe in, breathe out, and really recreate that memory. And then notice the change that happens almost instantaneously in your body. Okay. And then the second thing is that you can find the Twin Hearts meditation online. You can download it. It's in iTunes. It's on Amazon. You can buy it on a CD. And like I said, I'm looking into how I can legally, if I do need to do anything legally in order to offer that to us, to my viewers, once a month, either on the full moon or maybe on the new moon. Maybe I'd do it on a different time. I don't know. Maybe once a week, something like that. Maybe every Monday. So those are my 2 tips for the day. I think I got that all taken care of. So, Goddess Oracle of the Day. This comes from the Goddess Oracle by Amy Sophia Marashinsky and Rana Janto. Oh, wait, I didn't do the invocation. Dear Spirit of the universe of love and light, please be with us in this time and place. As we focus our collective intention on gaining wisdom and guidance for our journey toward healing and self-mastery, we ask for open hearts and minds to receive the messages that will serve our highest and best good in the service of love in all forms. With deep gratitude. Thank you. Okay, Spirit, what do you got for us today? Can we have one, please? One goddess energy that's working with us. Oh, wait, there it goes. Okay. No, we can't have the same one as yesterday. Boss just telling us to play again. It came back out. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to keep shuffling because, come on, Spirit, we had play yesterday. We all played. By the way, I saw some of the greatest things in the comments and also in various places that people were commenting about what they'd done for play and how they treated themselves as a goddess. And beautiful. Can I tell you a secret? I looked up buying myself a crown. I did. For $20. I started peeking around. I didn't actually order one yet, but that was my play. Okay, back to the Goddess Oracle. One goddess energy. That's not bossed, please. Okay. Oh. Brigid. Or Brigid. Brigid. I think it's Brigid. Inspiration. I love inspiration. When we inspire, of course, is the... Uh-oh, it's glitching. Why is it glitching? There we go. Okay, sorry for that if it was glitching on your end. So inspiration. I love the word inspiration because, of course, the spirit is in there. Do you see that? Inspire means to actually, create more spirit in us. It's the connection to the divine that is motivating and inspirational. It takes us beyond what we are right now and pushes us sort of to the next level. So Brigid, let's find out about you, Brigid. What inspires you? So many things to be inspired by. Okay. Let me come to you through the mists, through the fire, through the plants, through the deep flowing wells with ideas, visions, words, music beyond the tips of your ears. Let me move you, enliven you, stimulate you, till your perspective shifts and your mind, body, spirit explodes, and you are left standing in the wake of what has been revealed, and life feels very sweet. Brigid, which means bright, is a Celtic triple goddess of fire, the fire of inspiration, smithcraft, poetry, healing, and divination. Her inspiration was vital to the to the bards, poets, who called upon her freely. Legend says that Brigid was born with a flame reaching out from the top of her head, connecting her with the universe, right out of her crown chakra. The new Christian and the old pagan Brigid were merged into Saint Brigid in AD 450. Saint Brigid, daughter of a druid, was a goldsmith and healer. 19 priestesses, nuns, guard her sacred fire in Kildare, Ireland. On the 20th of each month, it is said she appears and tends it herself. Brigid comes to ignite you with inspiration. Are you feeling a lack of direction, motivation, energy? Has your path gone out of focus, your life become unclear? Are you yearning for something but can't quite put your finger on it? It is time to nurture wholeness by taking in the sparkle and crackle of inspiration. Brigid says that a life without the fire of inspiration is dull indeed. She further counsels that by allowing inspiration to nurture your life, you become sharper, clearer, and more energetic. Well, I love that, because actually there was another topic that I had on board for today, and that was to tell you about one of the things that inspires me, or what I do for inspiration, is to find online courses to take, things to learn, people to listen to, new knowledge sources. So right now, Carolyn Mace, the woman who does these cards, or who put out these cards, I've started listening to a lot of her things, and I find her very inspiring. And then this morning, I got an email in my inbox from Udemy. And I don't know if you have heard of Udemy, but it is an online course sort of warehouse, right? I mean, there's all these courses that you can take all over the map. You want to learn how to play piano? You can do that. You want to learn how to play guitar? You can do that. You want to be a Reiki master? You can do that. There's so many courses that you can take. You can learn tarot. You can learn about feng shui. They even have a full MBA class on there. Now, obviously, it's not accredited. In some cases, you can earn certificates, but that's not the reason I actually take courses. I take courses because they inspire me. They make me better. I want to learn. I want to grow. And so the reason why it came up today for me to share with you is because they often have courses that I don't know, once a month or so, they go on sale. And courses that would normally cost even over $200 go on sale for like $10, $9.99. And I'm such a scholar junkie that every time they go on sale, I look at the new things that are in there and what are people teaching, and they'll rate the courses so you can see how many people have taken the course and then what they've rated them. So I promise you that anything you've ever been interested in learning, I bet there's something on there for you. And I actually not so secret now, have 36 courses that I've signed up for. So I've taken several of them, and others I have yet to take. But like I said, I get on there and it is inspirational. And then if I'm in a time when I'm kind of down and depressed and not feeling like I have much direction, or I'm feeling like a low day energetically, I'll often go in and start a course and start doing them. So it's called Udemy, and then DEMY.com. The other one I wanted to mention is a place called Daily Om. DAILYOM, dailyom.com. And I've taken several courses of theirs. And what's lovely about Daily Om is that they have different levels. So their courses are actually done on a pay as you can kind of basis. They allow you to choose 3 different levels of what you can afford. And I just love the newsletter that they send out, and you can sign up for that for free. And again, they're inspirational. They have 365 days of Rumi. So Rumi will come to your inbox every morning, and you'll get a Rumi quote and a lesson that goes right along with that. And a bunch of other things. You can learn how to connect with your spirit guides on there. You can just so many things. So Daily Om and Udemy for inspiration. So I got to include that in my message today. How fabulous is that? Okay, so now a healing card, please, Spirit. One healing energy, one healing card for our day from the Carolyn Mace deck. Okay, that's it. Okay, this says, the divine dwells within you and desires that you heal. The divine dwells within you. Sorry, I don't know why. Why is it so hard? Dwells within you. There it is. And desires that you heal. On the back it says, are you fully aware of that presence? Call upon the power of the divine to awaken its healing force within you. Be grateful for this miracle. I love how she's listening into the shell, the conch shell. So these two, inspired. Maybe you find inspiration to connect with your spirit guides, or to heal, or to get more knowledgeable about things like meditation through looking online at courses, and like at Udemy or the Daily Om, and you might find some inspiration for your healing. So today I will ask my guides for inspiration for my healing. I will ask the divine for guidance in my healing. Okay, and last but not least, one universe has our back cards. Just one nice message for the day, please. Oh, that was fast. Oh, when I lean toward love, I am led. When I lean toward love, I am led. I love the moon there. We're getting close to the full moon. I'm just learning about moon cycles. That's a new one for me, and how the moon impacts us. I think it impacts us quite a bit. I kind of knew that as a teacher because every time it got to be full moon, it was a little crazy. I worked with teenagers, and if you talk to people in the nurse's office, if you talk to people who work at hospitals, if you talk to policemen, police officers, those kind of careers that see a lot of people tend to know that the moon phases can really impact behavior, can have a big impact on us. Okay, that's it for today. I hope there were some tips that you found useful, and I just hope that you have a wonderful day. If you feel inclined, please like, subscribe, comment, share what you gained, share what you know, but share. You're important, and your thoughts and feelings are important to me. So, thank you so much for being here today. Bye.